This will be for the con exercise, Properties of Exponents Challenge, Integer Exponents. All right, they want us to state which expressions are equivalent to 6 multiplied 5 times and choose 2 answers. All right, before I go to my answers, let's translate this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sixes. They're all multiplied. So that's going to be 6 to the power of 5. So this is what we are looking for in the choices. All right. And we have to choose 2 of them. So let's see. All right. In answer A, when you have a number raised to an exponent and you raise that to another exponent, you multiply exponents. So this is going to be 6 to the power of 2 times 3. And that's going to be 6 to the power of 2 times 3, which is 6. So that one does not match, okay? So it's not A. All right, answer B. If you have, let's say, x times y to the power of 5, that exponent gets applied to both numbers, okay? So that's going to be applied to the x and the y. So that's going to be x to the 5th times y to the 5th. All right, so if the exponents match, you can factor out the product, okay, and go back to this here. So x is to the 5th, y is to the 5th. That's the same as x times y to the 5th. Now, in this case here, both of these are to the power of 5. 2 to the 5th times 3 to the 5th. So we can also say this is the same as 2 times 3 to the 5th. Okay, that 5 is still applied to both the 2 and the 3. But we know that 2 times 3 is just 6. So that's the same as 6 to the 5th. And that is exactly what we want. So answer B is one of the correct answers. All right, so I'll click on B, but I have to find one more correct answer. All right, so scrolling down, when you divide 2 numbers with exponents, as long as the numbers match, here we have 6 and 6, we can just subtract the exponents going down. So this is going to be the same as 6 to the power of 6 minus 1. Okay, and that's going to be 6, and of course 6 minus 1 is just 5. 6 to the 5th matches what we want, so answer C is also going to be correct. Answer D we can't combine because the 3 and the 2 don't match. Those are the base numbers, and the exponents don't match either, so there's nothing we can do there. So it's just B and C. They said choose 2 answers, B and C. All right, they want to know which expressions are equivalent to 4 to the negative 2 times 7 to the negative 2. All right, and we basically just did this a minute ago. If you have x times y, and let's say the power is negative 2, that gets applied to both terms, the x and the y. So that's going to be x to the negative 2 times y to the negative 2. All right, so we're just taking this and working backwards. So since the exponents match, 4 to the negative 2 times 7 to the negative 2, that's the same as 4 times 7 to the negative 2. Okay, and 4 times 7 is 28. So that's going to be 28 to the negative 2. And if you wanted to write that as a fraction, we can move this whole thing into the denominator and just change the plus minus sign. So 28 to the negative 2 is the same as 1 over 28 squared. All right. So this could work, 28 to the negative 2, or this could work as well, 1 over 28 squared. All right, so let's look at our answers. All right, I'm going to translate each answer. Let's see here. Okay, 4 times 7 to the negative 4. We know that 4 times 7 is 28. And that's to the power of negative 4. Does that match what we have? No, we need 28 to the negative 2. So it is not answer A. Answer B, 1 over 28 squared. Yes, we said that was correct. So answer B is good. That is one of the two answers. All right, we need to keep scrolling. Okay, here we have 7 to the negative 2 divided by 4 to the power of 2, or 4 squared. It looks like nothing matches. Okay, but we can take this 4 squared and move it up into the numerator. And we just change the plus minus sign on the exponent. So we keep 7 to the negative 2, and 4 squared becomes 4 to the negative 2. All right, you see that? I just move this into the numerator and change the sign on the exponent. And now it matches what we have originally. Okay, if you want me to go through it again, the exponents match. They're both negative 2, and these are multiplied. So this is going to be 7 times 4 to the power of negative 2. And of course, we know 7 times 4 is 28. And that is to the power of negative 2. So that matches what we have. Answer C is also correct. Answer D, if you want to double check, 4 times 7 is 28. And that's to the power of 4. That does not match. So answer D is no good. It's going to be B and C. Okay, Neil tried to rewrite this expression here, and he goes through his steps. Okay, and they want to know if he made a mistake in which step. All right, so I'm going to go through this myself and simplify it and see if it matches what Neil did. All right, so we have the 5s that match. So we know we can subtract exponents going down. So negative 6 minus negative 4 is going to be the new exponent. All right, negative 6 minus negative 4 is the new exponent. Okay, and the two negatives in a row make it positive. So we keep the 5, and negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. All right, and let's see, I don't know how far he took this, but if you want to move this into the denominator, just change the sign on the exponent. Okay, so that's the same as 1 over, instead of 5 to the negative, it's going to be 5 to the positive 2. All right, so let's check out his steps and see if they match. Step 1, negative 6 minus negative 4. Yes, that's what we did, and we got 5 to the negative 2 on step 2. All right, and that's 1 over 5 squared for step 3. That's exactly what we did. So it's the same exact thing that we did, okay? He did not make a mistake. All right, so on these mistake problems, I suggest you go through it yourself and see if it matches what the person did.